Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Random Guy on YouTube. Today I will be talking about InMode Ltd. InMode is a mid-sized company with a capitalization of $2.72 billion. They design, develop and manufacture non-invasive and minimally invasive aesthetic medical products. They sell internationally but have headquarters, development and production facility in Israel. Here on the picture there are different stations they sell which can be connected to number of devices. Their main proprietary technology is minimally invasive alternative to liposuction. As I understand it, most of these devices work by injecting needle electrodes through skin to the fat tissue and heating it with radio frequency. Other products include non-invasive devices that stimulate muscles with electrical pulses and laser hair removal devices. Let's look at the income statement. Revenue is growing like crazy and operating expenses are in line with revenue growth. This results in a strong growth in net income. In the last 2 years, they've more than doubled from $24 million to $49 million of net income. The business is not capital intensive, which results in very nice margins. InMode invests very little into research and development, and they are mainly milking their main patent. There is a small share dilution, but this doesn't affect diluted EPS that much. In the last 2 years, EPS more than doubled from $0.28 to $0.58 per share. I've put quarterly revenue and EPS into these two charts, and you can see that the exponential function plotted through the revenue chart fits very nicely and suggests that the average revenue growth is around 48% year over year. In the quarterly EPS, the ups and downs are more noticeable, but the chart clearly shows very strong growth in line with the revenue. Let's look at the balance sheet. InMode has very little liabilities, no long-term debt, and plenty of cash reserves. Perhaps they were preparing for a recession, or we might see some buybacks or acquisition in the future. Anyway, you could hardly find a company with a better balance sheet. Let's look at the share price. The share price did not escape unscathed during this bear market despite the amazing results of the company. We did not get the shares at the bottom, but last week the price dropped around 10%, which results in a very nice buying opportunity in my opinion. InMode displays great growth of 48% year over year. I'm not sure if this is sustainable, but yearly revenue is only a little more than $300 and the plastic surgery market is worth tens of billions of dollars. If their products are truly as revolutionary as they claim, they should have no problems to grow for years. Anyway, with 15 PE, they are not priced as a growth company, and there should be plenty of margin of safety. I wouldn't expect them to come up with any new revolutionary products, but they might leverage more of their existing proprietary RF technology to come up with more similar products. They have very high gross margin on their existing products and a pristine balance sheet. I don't know if we were, are, or will be in a recession in 2023, but I don't think there is anything that makes InMode immune to a recession. But so far, they don't seem to be affected, and their balance sheet should be able to carry them through any rough patches. Now, is it too good to be true? As I said before, I don't want to focus on companies hyped on other YouTube channels. Nevertheless, after I've done my very limited inferior analysis of this company, I checked YouTube and found a video by Dr. Sven Carlin, which I linked below. He is very sarcastic and indirectly accuses the company of fraud. In my opinion, there are plenty of reasons why I keep all that money on the balance sheet, and I didn't manage to Google anything fishy on the company. To me, the people in charge seem to be legit, and so does the product. Of course, I am just a random guy on YouTube without a PhD title, and I might be wrong. Anyway, my allocation to this company is very small in something that will hopefully become a very large, diversified portfolio. Speaking of portfolios, Let's look at the performance of the virtual portfolio so far. I've made a chart of the virtual portfolio performance compared to S&P and Nasdaq. For simplicity, I've decided to plot a dollar gain, but I may change that in the future. Last week, Exelixis had a little pullback, but PagSeguro did rather well. Of course, I am interested in long-term results, but seeing some gains is still rather nice. So far, my portfolio gained $8 compared to $7 of S&P gains and $11 of Nasdaq gains. This week, I've added 3.06 shares for Friday's closing price of $32.7 into my virtual portfolio. I will track the portfolio performance every week and I will be adding $100 worth of shares into it. Don't forget that I am not a financial advisor and none of this video is a financial advice, and I am just tracking my own portfolio and sharing my thought process to make myself accountable. Full disclosure, I own Exelixis, PagSeguro and InMode in my real own personal portfolio. Thanks for watching and see you next time.